this has been our, as the thumbnail says, this is our weirdest, coolest, unusual, craziest campground we've stayed at. It's been an interesting place, but that is a long line to vote in. I don't know if people can see that.
Yeah.
This has been an interesting campground, to say the least. This thing is beautiful though, because I mean, you can look and there's a hiking trail around here. We're literally backed up to a lake. There's playgrounds, baseball fields, everything that you can imagine. Augie learned how to ride his bike here. Just first push, he's like, I got this, Daddy, don't worry about it. So he's a bike riding fool now. He's riding all over the place, but
yeah, lots of trails. Everybody seems to be like super active, but definitely has some weird quirks.
Yeah, like when we pulled in, I actually called, which nobody answered, but I called because there's zero check-in process. You reserve online and you pull into your parking spot and you stay there until you feel like leaving. There is a camper when you pull in. It says host camper. Not a single car has been there. There's been a golf cart there like twice throughout the week, but at night we've actually come back and there's people with their car and their headlights flashing in the lake, and they're just fishing right at our campsite basically.
Yeah.
So nobody regulates it. This morning, 7:30, somebody started blaring some music and honking horns, and they were having a good old party. But it's not. We're not trying to be curmudgeons. It's just kind of weird. It's
yeah, like I would say,
we were
like
up.
I don't feel uncomfortable here. Like it's a really beautiful campground. I mean, we definitely plan on coming back.
Yeah, soon.
It's just preparing yourself that like it's got some quirks. People who show up and fish in your campground, like none of them have been rude or. No,
I mean they leave trash and a few beer bottles one time, but
yeah.
Other than that, it's not been bad. There is a footpath that walks around the back of the camper, so that makes sense. But it's supposed to be closed at dark. You're not supposed to. It has signs saying only campers, but
yeah,
they still show up. But it's different. It's definitely different. This is what we're talking about with this campground. Our camper, hi pretty face, is right there, and then you got the lake. That's a campsite over there, no camper. People fishing. This thing could be like one of the best campgrounds. I mean, it's really nice.
Yeah.
The first loop's ugly.
Yeah.
But once you get on the lake, it's beautiful.
The campground's beautiful. The whole park is. I can't believe this was this close to my parents' house for this long, and we had no clue.
Yeah, because we kind of came here because she had a week-long class that was extremely intense. Plus, she was working on top of that, so. If for some reason she needed to get away from us, she could have went to their house, because we were in South Carolina. We were gonna go up north, but we made the decision to come over here to where she had a backup for the backup of the backup. And Augie and I wasn't like chained outside if it was raining or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just ready to be done with school, to be honest.
Yeah, you can get it all finished up.
Because they got to enjoy the campground a lot more than I did. I think at this point I'm just starting to get jealous because I get stuck inside a lot more. But
he's done his school out by the lake every single day.
Yeah, but I think if you like being outdoors, which I think most people in this lifestyle do, and you want a place to bring your kids and go hiking, go, biking, and you're still not comfortable like kind of going out into the world, this has a lot of options for you.
Yep.
So yeah, I think for me, I was just telling Randy, this is still like, what makes it for me is the campsite.
Yeah, we're backed up right to the lake. I'll shoot some B-roll of that and flash it over now. But so it's been really cool with that, being able to be backed up right to the lake and having all the amenities and stuff like that. But there is only like 3 campsites to choose from if you want to be on the lake. So
it's also really wide. Like I feel like the campsites are wide and there's not somebody like right next to you, which is what we've been experiencing a lot.
It's state park wide. Like it's staying at a state park type deal. It's nice and big. I mean, we have a football field almost because of the way the trees are. But you got 21, I think 24, and there's another site, and they're all pretty much on the water. Other than that, it's still got a nice big site. It's wooded. It's nice, but you're not backed up to the lake like we are, and that's why we bought the mid bunk. We wanted the back window to be able to back up to the lake. She wanted to put her desk there, so she could look out of the water and whatever scenery we had, because her desk is in the bedroom and still, But we have another desk out in the living room that's kind of more where she's been camping out, but she has a spot for Zoom calls or important meetings where if Augie does something he shouldn't do and it gets picked up by the background, because he has yelled to walk into the bathroom, I gotta go poop. So you don't want that on a Zoom call. So she does those still in the back room and uses sound canceling technology and stuff. But yeah, so she's got her desk in the living room. But yeah, that lets her look over the lake this whole week while she was in class.
Yep, and I mean, you can't really beat the view. There was one morning I worked out with my personal trainer, and it was pretty epic because it was dark. I did my workout with like the awning lights, and then when it came time for me to do my stretch after the workout, I got to stretch at our campsite overlooking a lake with the sunrise.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Although I did find that note like later on that day on the front of the truck. So,
yeah, I've been putting my workouts on a sticky note so I don't have to keep opening my phone.
It's either on the side of the camper or on the brush guard of the truck. So we found that the other day, and I was like, what is this? And I thought it was something sweet, but no, she just told me to do 30 push-ups or something. I was like, I'm good.
Jumping jacks, jump ropes.
There you go.
And it's a 30-minute EMOM.
But as you see, they have a little exercise equipment with Stephanie doing her lovely balancing trick, pull-up bars, stuff like that. So this little track is really cool. But yeah, so this has been as the thumbnail says, this is our weirdest, coolest, unusual, craziest campground we've stayed at. For the fact that it's anything goes, no holds bar matchless back into the light a little better. It's just whatever you want this campground to be, apparently you can make it be that. Yeah. So we'll
I know that it has its weirdness, but it's probably up there on one of my favorite campgrounds.
She looks pretty, sorry. But all right, so I guess we're gonna wrap this one up here. We're headed, hopefully they'll get the refrigerator door in this week. I know we mentioned that a bunch, but hopefully they'll get that in and we'll get it fixed, and then we'll be able to head up north more and not be so tied to the south. But, so we will see you on our next adventure.